This podcast is part of the Michigan Sports and Entertainment Podcast Network. Go to michigansportsandentertainment.com for more great podcasts.
Dial D for Domination.
Mating and terminating.
Hey, Aqualung!
All that and more.
Cody, grab the Chris!
All right, bitch, bend over. Okay, future note, that was not what I expected.
Right?
I pulled out a tampon. Okay.
I think that's the wrong kind of Chris. It wasn't slithery.
No, it was... Never mind.
I think that was the wrong sorry to that person over there.
I gotta sterilize my hand.
It's okay. It'll be all right. It'll be just fine.
I need a distraction.
Hi!
Hey!
God damn it, welcome to episode 60 of the Super Media Bros podcast. I am Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okami.
We are back with another episode of Cult Cinema Showdown.
Featuring two femme fatales.
Yeah. And
from the 80s.
Dude, these were extremely 80s films.
Yeah.
Especially the second one we watched. But you've got like the quintessential visually like appealing portion of whatever the 80s were. And then you've got what essentially was, I'd not say like one of the first, but definitely one of the earlier mockbuster films.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking, of course, about Lady Terminator versus Ninja 3: The Domination. I've got nothing. That's it. Roll the credits. We're done.
Yep. Just push the button.
Yep. No, we've got a lot.
Get out of here.
That's a lot of button pushing.
Yeah. We're not done.
No, we've got a lot to fucking say about this shit. Jesus fuck.
Oh, do we?
So, Lady Terminator, a.k.a. Nasty Hunter.
We're not kidding.
No, we're not. Like, you can go on YouTube and hunt the trailer for this thing down, and it is the most god-awful looking thing ever. Like, the production quality and everything.
Hence the nasty part.
Yeah, nasty film. They just call it that, nasty film. Nasty Filminator.
But not to mention, the introduction credits was quintessential 80s montage. Like, literally just the...
Oh, God. You talk about where they shoot the fucking production company name on the screen.
With that, like, warp effect with, like, the trail.
Yeah, they...
Oh, what do they call that shit?
My brain is too fucking fried.
It's literally they have that trail effect where they have like the after image pop up. It's like it was like fucking loud.
Yeah, and obviously from like it's by a company that I don't think exists anymore, and if it does, how?
I mean, it'd be obvious why they don't exist.
Was it 108 Sound Studio, aka Soraya Interscene Film PT? Like, I think the second one may still be in business.
That's just a lot of words to remember for something that we don't care about.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just get into this and goddamn. Okay, so the movie is from 1989. It is an Indonesian film, and it's directed by Jalil Jackson, who a lot of you probably know as the director of really like immensely popular cult film Mystics in Bali.
Mm-hmm.
This film is probably not as good. I would
no.
venture to say probably not good at all, but there's reasons for that. Like, it should have been a good movie, but there are reasons it's not that great. And I think the only saving grace of this movie was the last, like, 20, 30 minutes.
A lot of humor elements there.
Yeah, so essentially this movie deals with, the plot is, it opens up on this fucking castle by the sea, and a lot of fucking.
By the Sea Queen.
By the sea queen. She's deep seaman diving. The seaman queen,
The D
will.
Queen. You think we're kidding, but we're not, because literally the entire time, for a good 5-10 minutes, is just her fucking people. Like, nothing else. Just
a lot.
And she's definitely deemed the bitch eating dicks.
Did you just bitch eating dicks?
Because because she's trying to find the man to please her to the fullest degree possible, and if she doesn't get pleased, her V eats the D, in bloody fashion.
I just thought it was funny that you called it bitch eating dicks.
Yeah.
Because bed.
Yeah.
She beds a lot of dudes.
Yeah. That's why I called her bitch eating dicks. She's the bed queen.
That's right. The South Seaman Queen.
Ugh. But no, she went through 99 men.
She's got 99 problems.
And a dick ain't one.
That's right. So
we continue.
Yeah.
And the guy she kills now, she's like trying to dispense the guy away, and you hear in the background these two people, like the servants, picking him up in the background. Ooh, this is heavy. It is very heavy.
And look, we'll tell you why we cracked up at that scene, because it was perfectly placed. Okay, so when she's fucking these dudes, like, you find out later why this is happening, but there's a lot of blood just all over the place, and she's basically having, like, their dicks bitten off. And so we laughed a little bit when they're like, oh, this is really heavy, because the first thought that came to mind was, yeah, that's very heavy flow.
Mm-hmm.
Very funny.
Always.
So, not even, 2 minutes later, we get to the sequence where she is bedding her 100th husband or 100th, like, lover.
Whatever it is.
And it makes no sense as why she didn't kill this guy, because she's sitting there and she's like, is there any man that can satisfy me? No. I guess this guy did, because she didn't kill him. So there's a snake, I guess.
It looked like a worm.
I don't know what it was, dude. Maybe it was... Ever seen Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was a sandworm.
Ew.
I mean, they were on the beach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could have been. Anyway, like, it crawls out, and you just see him just get... No rhyme or reason. He just somehow knows it's there, just grabs it, and then turns it into...
A Chris dagger.
Yeah. And then...
He grabs her lady boner and turns into a dagger.
Dude. But the fucking dialogue is so... Okay, let's just point out, first and foremost, that the fucking ADR, the overdubbing in this movie is trash. It's just...
Completely obvious that they had every voice actor or every actor in the room on one microphone, and that was pretty much the whole dialogue sequence.
Oh, I died laughing, though.
Overlapping the actual film. So as he grabs the lady boner and proceeds to try and kill her, she's like, I will curse you and your great-great-grandchild, your great-granddaughter.
You
and
bastard!
And just fades away.
You bastard, you tricked me. In 100 years, I shall have vengeance on your great-granddaughter. Like,
yeah.
How specific can you get?
Not your granddaughter, your great-granddaughter.
Yeah, dude.
Not your great-great-granddaughter.
But specifically...
Not your uncle's daughter's...
Cousin's
dog's...
Owner.
Master.
Yeah.
Your great-granddaughter.
What the fuck?
What about her specific, please? Tell me why. What is so special about the great-granddaughter?
Well, apparently what is so special about the great-granddaughter that we find out a little bit further on is that she is an up-and-coming rock/pop singer. Is that really special, though, in the 80s? Because, like, everybody was doing that shit.
You have the Sea Queen who kills men's dicks for over 100 years.
Kills men's dicks.
And now she's coming back for this bitch who can sing?
Weapons of mass destruction.
Miss Bed Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch eating dicks.
Deconstruction and dick construction.
So, yeah. And then we get to the credits. The opening credits.
Oh, God. You mean the hey, hang on. I got to go take a shit, and I'll have enough time to come back, and it's still there?
Yeah, to the not-so-calming nature of the waves on the beach.
They use that a lot. They use the fucking shot of the sea a lot in this. And can we please talk about their failure to correctly, like, abbreviate the word assistant twice over?
If you're going to... If you're going to abbreviate this word, don't. Because you end up having ass cameraman and ass director. Shit.
It's comedic as all hell, but it actually winds up making so much sense later.
Because there's a lot of ass to be had.
There's a lot of fucking, and there's a lot of ass. So you need an ass director and an ass cameraman.
Okay, move that ass here so I can see it. Okay, that's a good shot. Now, ass cameraman, take a shot of that. Will do. That's probably the whole entire, like, sequence of...
Sequence? The sequence of events?
Yeah.
Sequence of events.
Sequence of events. This is how we direct in Indonesia.
Indonesia. The end of Desia.
End of Desia.
Yeah.
End of D's, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I fucking counted. I put on here like the timestamp. So from 6:24 to 7:50, it's like almost a minute and a half of opening credits, maybe even more. Like, I don't think it's a correct timestamp. It's got to be more.
Because normally credits don't last that long.
The credits last longer than any of the dudes that she was with.
We
just say that.
Yeah. Yeah. Any guy, period, probably.
So onward with Lady Terminator is enter Tanya.
A.K.A. Paula washed ashore. Because she looked like Pauly Shore.
Yeah, she fucking did, dude.
She was... Okay, the film quality was so badly pixelated at this point that I saw just the froey, curly, long hair and the body. And I thought, oh, is Pauly Shore in this film? And then she walked closer to the camera. I was like, no, it's a chick.
Dude, and it was so fucking bad. And again, this is where the ADR comes into play, like all the dialogue and shit. She just fucking rolls up and, like, I'm gonna, like, turn the gain up on my mic a little bit just to kind of...
Recreate it.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for a book on the South Sea Queen. I'm really sorry.
He's not.
But that's really how it fucking was, dude. And the dialogue was so simple. We don't know if this is like a museum or a library, but she runs into this old dude that just knows literally everything about this legend.
What do you want it for?
I need it for my thesis, which she's what is she, an anthropologist?
Anthropologist, which she made clear several times.
Oh, yeah. If they had anything to say to her, she was like, I'm an anthropologist, damn it.
Let's fast forward to the next scene where she's literally on the boat going to the shrine to find more information about this Sea Queen stuff. And
Legends of the Hidden Temple, she's a blue barracuda.
All you hear is not the waves crashing or the wind blowing or the sail hitting or the gulls flapping over, nothing. All you hear is, oh, yeah, we're almost there. Why are you searching for this?
Are we really there?
Yeah.
Because there's...
You don't hear any other sound besides them talking, which is why I made the reference earlier. They had everybody who did the voiceover in the same room with a microphone in the middle of the room because they were very low production, apparently, low budget, and just said, speak that way, and we'll put that over.
Yeah, but the other thing that really was funny is if you look at the... Like, if you go and you look at the one shot of... it looks like they have the camera just hanging over the boat. And there's waves. It looks like the boat is moving forward in the water. The boat is not going anywhere. It's not even moving.
The boat is rocking to the ocean moving, but no, it's not going forward. But yeah, they're like pan to the water. Psh, pan back up to the captain. Arr.
And it's hilarious, too, because I think the little assistant guy on the... She's like, what are we doing out here anymore?
The assistant.
Dude, right? And it sounds like straight up that... that Tanya says, or Tanya, she sounds like she's going, the saucy queen. Not the South Sea Queen, but the saucy queen.
And the captain's like, look, lady. And she's like, I'm not a lady, I'm an anthropologist. And I'm like, so that's the two specific genders in this film. Lady and anthropologist. If you don't want to recognize as a lady, that's fine, but when did anthropologist become a gender?
I don't know, but let's go ahead and toss it in the ring because fuck yeah.
Throw it in the water.
I'm all about extra. I'm all about extra shit for people. Let's do this.
Yeah, just throw it in the water like this.
Dude, and she throws herself in the water, and this is where the whole aqualung reference came from. Like, she like swims back up. Did she say something? My aqualung isn't working.
My aqualung isn't working right. Okay, how far back are we going and, time stamping here?
I don't fucking know, dude. This has got to be like 15 minutes in.
I mean, she's an anthropologist, so that would make sense why she would call it an aqualung, because she knows so much about the past.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I only refer to things as their original name.
Because...
This is not a scuba gear.
Scuba dooba doo.
This is an aqualung. Aqualung. It's like, I am not a lady. I'm an anthropologist. Speak to me by that gender.
You just made me think if they like do a Lady and the Tramp remake, a lady anthropologist.
No, anthropologist in the Tramp.
Yeah. And the Tramp being the Sea Queen. So she goes down, and there's just like a good long kind of shot of her, swimming down through like coral and barriers and like little rock caves underwater and shit. And and one of the funniest fucking scenes in this movie was when they flash back to the captain and he's standing on that boat and there's like a tidal wave coming, one of the many clips of the fucking ocean they keep cutting back and forth through, and he has this fucking look on his face where he's like, ah, and he like throws his hands up, and somebody like, I shit you not, somebody splashes him with a bucket of water, and then you cut back to the fucking boat getting just capsized by this big fucking wave.
I could have sworn it was a glass of water because it wasn't that much water that splashed on his face.
I didn't specify how big or small this bucket was, sir.
Well, I think of a bucket, I think of a large container, not a small hand size.
Okay, well then I'll just say a pail of water, because it pales in comparison to the fucking tidal wave that hits him.
Pale comparison.
Exactly. Thank you. Damn it. Recognize our puns, motherfuckers. So he gets hit, and we go down. Tanya's kidnapped by the Sea Queen. And I think, dude, a la Evil Dead, just...
immediately thrown onto this large 6 Cow King size bed. Like, large-ass fucking bed.
And I think the movie make reference to the fact that it looked like they got the headboard, like they just cut part of a fence off from a graveyard and just shoved it right behind them.
This is our headboard. Yeah, it's our headboard. And then here comes the most awkward sexual part of this whole fucking scene.
God damn it.
Her arms are being stretched out in the whole exposition. Her legs are being swat open. She's clearly in a fucking, bikini and shit. And here comes this snake underneath the sheet, not in clear visible scene, but underneath the sheet, and like you said, Evil Dead reference goes right up her twat.
Yes, sir.
And just awkward moaning.
Some deep sea fucking diving. So that's all we pretty much get from that, and I think that's whenever it this is straight up where the Terminator ripoffs begin. Because if anybody remembers, which if you don't, I'm fucking surprised, but in the Terminator, 1984's Terminator, a naked Arnold Schwarzenegger just happens upon these gang members, punks, in this little section of, I don't know where, but she comes walking out of the fucking water onto the beach, naked, and there's 2 guys that are very reminiscent of these characters from Terminator. And they just so fucking happen to be talking about the legend of the South Sea Queen. How?
Coincidence.
I don't think so. This is just terrible writing.
Also, what's terrible is how is a man pissing out of his already zipped up pants?
Those are some really thin pants, sir.
They must have ran like a tube up his leg and just pumped water out consistently.
Just fucking, I can see the director turning, looking over to the effects guy. Just keep it pumping.
Squirt him.
Squirtle. But yeah, it was really ridiculous. So she walks up, and long story short, gets the one dude in the backseat, fucks him, and I was laughing my ass off at the one guy that didn't get it the first go around, because he's just fucking sitting there sulking.
He's just pouting.
His voice reminded me of SpongeBob, dude.
Oh yeah. Go fuck him, Patrick.
No, I was imagining him sitting there, and she's banging these dudes, and she's probably going to give him the HIV or AIDS or some shit, and he's fucking sitting there, and if it were SpongeBob, it would be the suds and not that. He just fucking sits there. He's just oh no, Patrick, I've got the suds. What? The fuck?
I can't now.
Yeah, I know you can't.
Ugh.
But you just think about it. He's fucking pink foam coming out.
I already don't like that cartoon. Now I'm disgusted by it.
It's still goddamn hilarious. So after she gets done killing Patrick, she goes for SpongeBob and kills him too.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
that's how bitches do.
That's how this bitch does. I tell you that much right now. So that all fucking happens, and she takes this. She just goes to this random hotel room, and the security guards see this on the surveillance, and they're like, "Oh, that room's not supposed to be unlocked. Send someone in there." The fucking dude they send over there has a goddamn. He's in a security outfit, but he's got a fucking Uzi.
Yeah, he immediately goes to the door, just pulls it out. It's like,
God, I fucking died when he did that. He sounds like Mr. Horse.
Yeah.
No, sir. I didn't like it.
Not to mention this Uzi was like a pistol. Because every time they shot this Uzi, it was like one shot.
It was the smallest goddamn Uzi I've ever seen, but it packed such a punch.
Yeah.
Like, how? Anyway, like, it's almost Looney Tunes-ish because she opens the door and just yanks him in, and they don't show anything else. But, like, before this happens, she's sitting in there, again, naked, and meditating, and the TV comes on, and magically Erica is introduced, which is the pop star, and also, we're going to go ahead and spill the beans, is the great-granddaughter of this dude, which they don't explain right away. They explain it way the fuck later, but you're sitting there going, okay, we're supposed to buy this?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Erica is introduced in a mall. It gets just randomly has a camera, like a news crew that just pops in and interviews her. Did they stalk her? Did they just know she was there? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's pretty much how any celebrity is.
Well,
they get stalked by somebody.
I mean, that's true and all, but like if you look at the film, how they portrayed her, like that she was up and coming, and they know who she is, but like I wouldn't think that she's at the point of being stalked. I mean, it was one news team, but still, it was so dumb though, because like again, the ADR was bad as hell.
Mm-hmm.
These were not. I fucking swear, these were not the questions that she was trying to ask.
No.
But she gives this like, real like really humble response and stuff like, oh, I never, thought about being famous. I just want to sing, blah, blah, blah. Then the next shot is her going across the street, like to a different part of this mall. And her friend Marianne is sitting there talking about how she's spending all this goddamn money, just wasting it on frivolous shit. And I'm like, oh my God, what a fucking,
counteract.
Yeah, dude, it was funny as shit.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking died.
Yep.
What else was there on that scene? Is that when we get introduced to Max?
Mm-hmm. Because they had to do the autopsy on those two victims.
Jesus Christ.
And some of my favorite lines, especially one was like, I really hate hot dogs.
Oh shit, I think we missed something in the mall.
Oh, we gotta go back and shop.
Yeah, we do have to go back and shop. Okay, so I fucking forgot about this. This is when Tanya, leather-clad now, gets like, this is the first kill. Well, not the first kill, but the first kill as she's like inhabiting this body. Well, on camera.
The Terminator.
Well, on camera, because she's obviously like. Well, no, I'm dumb. She killed the two guys at the beach, but this is, I think, the first weapon assault that she does. So she's got this fucking Uzi. I think it's the same Uzi.
Yeah.
So that would explain how she got the weapon. And Marianne is in the midst of explaining all this, money spending, goes and buys this this necklace that looks just like Erica's. So she puts it on, and the Sea Queen, Tanya, as we should probably call her the Tanya-nator now, she follows her into this restroom. Dude, she fucking just right in the head, just caps her right in the fucking head. And it is the most, like, one of the most, like, hilariously brutal scenes. Because she shoots her in the head, and then this other random chick, I guess, like a janitor, walks in. She's like, ah! And she fucking blows a hole through her chest. It crushes the necklace, so it's a fake, and she's just kind of like, now, goddammit, I spent all this time getting leather-clad dressed to stalk your ass, and it's not even the right necklace. What a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You did this shit on purpose.
You led me on.
You led me on.
Lay it on me. Lead me on.
Oh, that... Yeah, dude, because she walks out pissed off about it, and then she sees Erica on the TV again in the mall, and like this giant like Sony, like obvious product placement Sony TV, like in the glass. It just shoots holes into the TV and blows it the fuck up.
And the freaking like sales clerk walks like, hey, you can't do that. Shoots him.
And he just like the way he fucking just falls off the screen, and you're just like, yeah, you deserve that, you shit.
That's another thing too about this film. There are some really stupid death scenes, which is how people die. They're either over dramatic or they're underwhelming.
That was just funny. You're like, the death scenes, how people die.
Yeah. I just want to make that clear.
Oh, they make it, I would say crystal clear, but the film quality is for shit. So it's a little clear, but not crystal clear.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of, how are the details? Oh, they're a little fuzzy.
Mm.
So she So she goes, shoots the fucking TVs, and I think this is where we actually get
to the police station, and Max.
But I love it. It's like, it says right here, all 3 of these guys died with their cocks bitten off. What? And it was so funny because the delivery wasn't even like I just did it. It was like a fucking pseudo radio voice.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got their cocks bit off.
Yeah, it's like, that was right. It says right here, all 3 guys with their died with their cocks bitten off. You're like, what? Are you trying to sell this? Like, actually sell this to me?
More at 6.
Yeah, film at 11. This film at 11. Like, after everything good has gone off there.
Looks like these guys were cock blocked.
Oh, this movie was a giant fucking total clock block.
Yeah.
Also a clock block because it wasted my fucking time.
Just reminds me of the default song. Wasted my time.
Oh my god, I haven't fucking heard about that song in years.
We heard it earlier, so that's why I was referencing it.
There you go. Well, see, after they get done doing all this stuff, I think Max looks at Jack, which Jack is one of the main characters in this movie. Or Max is. Max
mainly, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Jack is all like, hey, you want to go out for a drink? It's like, it's the 3 guys, and one of them stays behind. He's like, no, I'm going to catch up, and I'll let you know what I find out. So this sets up the whole tech noir ripoff from Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
So we figure out this is where Erica's next performance is in this tiny-ass little fucking club. And there's so many lights, and there's so many bodies and close-up shots that you can't even tell what's going on. And the only establishing shots are of Erica and then Max and Jack. And then all of a sudden, the Tanyator appears after the song is done, and she's mowing through people and just takes out her gun and just proceeds to blow everybody and their beverages away. And I mean, there are shots of her just shooting glasses of drinks, and I'm just like, shot glasses.
She's here for shots,
She's
people.
Here for shots.
Shots.
Everybody.
Oh,
fuck. I spilled my drink.
No, that's not my drink. That's blood.
I don't remember ordering a cranberry. Like, what the fuck?
It's a Bloody Mary.
It is a Bloody Mary. God damn it.
Let's not forget the epiphany that the old man had on the cliffside. Just randomly shows up, and he's just like meditating. Erica.
Yeah, I forgot. That's how forgettable some of this shit was, dude, because I fucking totally forgot about that.
Just out of nowhere. does the same meditation that Tanya does in the hotel room, and he's just sitting there and just pans to his face really slow. Erica.
Coffee coming out of my nose, goddamn.
Yep, I really hate hot dogs.
Right.
That's what she did, though. That's her motive the entire movie. She hates hot dogs. So she just bites them off.
Yeah, right? So Max and them wind up shooting at her, and they shoot her down. She gets back up. They shoot her out of the window, and that right there, the whole window, her flying through the window on her back, reminiscent of Arnold flying through the window. And then the best ripoff of all, the famous line, "Come with me if you want to live." What? Like, come with me if you want to live, and then Lady Terminator, Tanyator, would be like, come with me if you want the HIV. So, which line do you prefer?
I don't know. I just kept I'm looking for John Connor feeling the whole entire time.
Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor? Yes. Pff, blows her ass away.
Sarah Connor? Yes. Pow.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Or, of course, it couldn't be Sarah Connor. I'd be like, are you Sarah Connor? No. Shoot.
Right? Just anybody.
Shoot every bitch. That's what she does.
Shoot every bitch.
I will eat every dick and shoot every bitch.
Yeah.
That is my motive for this whole fucking film.
Hence, Lady Terminator.
AKA bed.
Yeah, the bed. They really shit the bed on this one, though.
Mm-hmm.
So they leave the club on foot, and there are so many on foot / car chases from now on. It's just...
Which the action sequences aren't terrible. I actually enjoyed these because they were done really well, minus the, hilarity with the voiceover and the bad pixelation with the quality. But yeah, the car chase scenes were pretty good. Tanya literally mowing down people left and right was actually pretty enjoyable. But that was really about it, minus the hilarity of everything else.
Yeah, and like we said before, that I think that's what saved us on this movie was like actually enjoying some of it was this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And what I laughed at was when she comes out of the fucking club chasing him. So Max just turns around. I guess it's a little handgun. So they don't establish what he shoots. All I know is that he fucking shoots and a car blows up. What the fuck?
Like just grazing it. How does that work, science?
I don't know. But
it's like the sweet spot of every car. If you find it, it blows up.
That happens a couple of times. We'll get to the.
There's a crowned victor of that part right there later on.
Oh yeah,
we'll get into that.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's like they just touch the car. They can look at the car and it blows up.
I fucking died laughing though because like right before that, shit, like Eric is all like, "Wait behind heels," and then Max just looks at her, "Shut up and run.
We have no time. We got to get out of here."
Fuck, man.
So yeah, they eventually make it to this police station, security, whatever the fuck it's called.
Well, it's just funny, the fucking chase on the freeway was what was funny to me.
Yeah.
Because, like, the zigzagging and the shooting and, like, she fucking, like, Tanya ramps over the car in a cop car. And then she's just gone. And I think that's when they go back to the station, huh?
Yeah. So they eventually make it to safety. And they're talking about, what's going on. They meet up with older boy, Erica.
They meet up with him, but then Max also gets a phone call from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
One of them who was stoned off his ass.
We're not kidding. It's not actually Ninja Turtles, but the way they fucking talk. I love the Max, like clearly smoking a joint. It's definitely Michelangelo if they were a turtle.
Wasn't it Joe that was talking like that?
Yeah, he's, bruh, what's up?
You want to get blazed?
420 blaze, motherfucker. But the random Asian dude like appears, and I can't remember his fucking name right off the top of my head.
All we know, he's like the master, like this, like I'm the protector.
Well, he's oh shit, he's her uncle.
Yeah,
somehow.
he was supposed to watch over Homeboy's granddaughter.
Well, okay, so I assume
great granddaughter.
I was gonna say I assume that this dude was the brother of her 100th husband.
Hmm.
But then again, he would be older than fuck, man.
Yeah, he wouldn't be that nimble.
So maybe he was his. I don't know how.
There was some kind of tie-in lineage that we're not aware of, but is somehow explained.
We're supposed to care at this point, but I don't fucking care.
But yeah, he basically tries to assume that it's gonna be okay. I will protect you from her. Next scene is her driving through the security gates.
Special security.
Special.
Like SPESIAL. Security. Security.
She plows through the gates, running over every fucking guard she can possibly go through.
The one guy at the desk, when you were pointing out that fucking line about the paycheck, because the dude behind the desk, they all get run over, but this was so great.
Right before she rams into the building, one of the guards is trying to pick up his paycheck, and he literally says, "My check is $50 short." The other guy behind the desk goes, "Yeah, just sign it."
And then I suddenly got flashbacks of almost every job I've ever held.
I literally had to stop Richie because I was like, hold on, no. Rewind that shit. And he could, not willingly rewound it too far back. He had to rewatch that scene. I was like, okay, pay attention.
And then it happened, and I was like, what in termination?
My check is $50 short. Just sign it.
Just sign it. Fuck you, buddy.
And then here comes Tanya right through the fucking wall.
Oh, dude, she fucking delivers, literally.
Yeah.
I mean...
Bloody hell.
Bruh, the face on the guy behind the counter, or behind the desk, was just, blood all over his teeth, and looks like he's just about to eat the car. Like, actually eat the fucking car.
Mm-hmm.
And, again, reminiscent of the Terminator police station shootout.
Yep.
I think we only actually see her, reload the gun one time. But holy shit, man, these clips hold so many rounds.
Everybody had a huge clip, apparently. But her specifically, because she would go around just with this assault rifle and just mow down every single person she comes across, all dying in such wonderful fashion.
one in particular, like, okay, she shoots him and they're just like, oh, throwing their hands up. Oh, I knew Cody was going to fucking kill over with laughter at this one particular scene. Mm-hmm. She shoots the fuck out of this dude, like very brutally and explicitly on camera. Like
on the ground.
Like right in front of her. She's just got the fucking, this AK-47 point blank, just murdering the fuck out of this dude. And then right before she walks off, she not so subtly just kicks him right in the fucking balls.
Yeah, it's just like...
The fucking sound, though, like, it's like they didn't put the mic right on it or make, like, a thump. You just hear, like, what would be, like, a casual echo of, like, boot against, like, camouflage jeans ball sack.
Let me see if I can recreate it.
That's it. That was pretty much it.
Okay, so to give you an idea, roughly, besides that, this is the exact sequence. It's just...
Then she just walks off. Like...
It's a good, like, 30 seconds of just bullets and then nuts.
Balls and bullets, dude.
Balls and bullets. That's the sequel. That should be the name of the actual movie, Balls and Bullets. Because everybody she killed, she either shot in the chest or mostly in the dick.
I think everybody got shot in the dick some point, somehow.
I think, no. Even the lady that walked into the bathroom in the beginning, she got shot in the crotch, too.
Yeah. God damn. Yeah, she did.
Because she got shot right down. She's like, oh. Oh, no.
It's a different kind of bullet for your vagina.
Bullet for my vagina. So, yeah, Max and whoever the other guy is. I forgot his name.
Let's just talk about the fact that there's like a mix and match of his friends that come help him. I'm just going to call him Jack because I think this is Jack.
Yeah. So they're literally going up the police station, the security station, surviving every shot from her, no doubt. And as she's going through each room, I don't understand how this works, but she's walking like the Terminator with her rifle in hand, and she turns to the door, shoots before she even lays the firearm down towards the room, and then kills people.
And then the exact same fucking walking shot immediately after.
Does it again several rooms later, and then she's going through all of the station. Max and, quote, Jack eventually get up to where old dude and Erica are. Masaru are. And now they're panicking.
Yeah, because now all of a sudden they hear everything going on.
Like, how do you not hear everybody dying from getting shot in the dick and machine gun rounds?
And I'm sorry, but if you can't hear dick yelling and machine gun rounds, there's something wrong with your hearing.
Or how about a car going through a freaking front door?
Because that was pretty fucking awesome.
Or homeboy not getting $50 off his check.
That fucking car showed up like...
It's free real estate.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Just like all those bullets in those people's dicks.
God damn it, yes.
They need to dub that over every death.
Every death. It's like leveling up.
Every time she kills somebody, level up. No, level up. Level up.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Put Final Fantasy music as the end sequence.
Well, dude, this movie ventures into like the fantasy territory just like throughout here and there. But Masaru or Masaru, whatever the fuck this dude's name is, because goddamn, he stands up and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking put an end to this." Not literally saying that, but God, it would have been so much better than what he was doing. He was given that whole, "You run, I will take care of this." Takes the necklace from her, does some kind of shit with it, and like puts it in the palm of his hand, and it just turns into this green orb, and he blows it right into her left eye. Then it doesn't do anything.
Except just make her like, oh.
Well, here's the fucked up part. He was invincible when he had it. She tried to shoot him, and she couldn't fucking kill him. Yep. So he does it. She gets up, and she's like, oh, hell no. It blows the fuck out of his dick. Not with her mouth, but with the fucking gun. And we know this because the dude is all in white, and it looks like he spilled a shit ton of pasta sauce on his lap.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, my balls. That's a spicy meatballs.
All over the place.
Shit.
Ground meat.
It really was fucking ground meat, dude. It's so bad. Because he just lays there and he's just like... And then fucking Max looks, shit! It sounds like Tourette's guy.
Shit!
Shit! So they get the fuck out of there finally, I think. It's
the hell out of Dodge, yeah.
Yeah, so they crash through the fucking window. And I laugh because Max, like, it's a window right level with the ground. So he climbs out and he hits the ground. And he just, when he hits the ground, you just hear impact so hard, you just,
I'm telling you, man, one of those people in that sound room was just off on that day. It's just like, sound like you hit the ground really hard.
So they get out of there, and apparently Jack is dead, which we find out he's not, because he got shot. And their car breaks down, and again, another Terminator sequence is them camping out in the woods. Shitty, like, supposed to care about these characters' stories become exchanged, and then they fuck.
By the way.
This is where the ass director comes into play again.
By the way. Just the whole somber, like, I give a shit about you sequence. There was this really subtle music playing in the background. And what it reminded me of was the More You Know, like, montage that would pop up. Because every time that either one of them would say something that was completely relevant to what was going on, you would just hear this, like, do-do-do-do.
Yeah, every time.
Do-do-do-do. Like, we need that sound effect just every time we say something relevant, just do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
In this case, it's the more you blow, not the more you know.
Do-do-do-do.
I was waiting on LeVar Burton to just show up.
Do-do-do-do. But yeah, they fuck.
3 hours later.
Do-do-do-do.
Still going on. And the Terminator ripoffs continue. So she's in the hotel room and her eye is all fucked up. So she gets up, goes to the mirror. There's a sink full of water. She grabs this fucking scalpel and in graphic detail just kind of cuts around her eye, pulls it out, and Jesus, dude, it's the size of a fucking jawbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
And the water drops. The boop, 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 boop. I can't even fucking make the sound effect. It's so bad.
That was probably one of the sound people at the microphone just going, good job.
So here's the part that we were laughing about. She takes her eyeball out. And she just runs it under the water and just some electricity appears and that I guess it's just all she had to do is just rinse it off.
She magically cleanses the green orb attack from Masaru with tap water.
Tap water will fix anything.
Then she magically puts it back in and goes Chevelle again. She's seeing red again.
God, dude, and just the fact that how they established the vision, like, from her perspective was just so terrible.
Because you can obviously tell they're trying to be like Terminator with his red visor, like digital readout looking screen, but it was just like outer layer, like fish eye, red edges, murky looking, and you just see straight ahead basically. And it was like, what was the point?
Mm-hmm.
Because the orb, I think, like blued it or greened it out to where she couldn't see very well.
A little bit.
So now she cleansed it, and she can see again.
I want to point out something on that scene. When she's putting it back in her eye, like you can see her like doing it with her, I think her right hand. But then when the shot happens of her like coming off of her eye, it's on the other eyeball. But I want to point out that that's not a fuck up. That is supposed to be a shot of the mirror she's looking in. That's common. That right there is very commonly mistaken for like a film flaw, which this one has a lot of. But somehow this one, just,
they did it right.
Yeah, I mean they could have established it a little bit better, but it's not as bad as it looks.
Mm-mm.
I swear. So, oh yeah, this is whenever the room service comes in, like the next morning, like she's fucking like sleeping, and this poor motherfucker. Straight up looking like Joselito from Samurai Cop. She just pulls him in and she kills him dead with her fucking devil vagina magic.
Some poon service.
It is some poon service. Pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
What will you be having, sir? I will have the fish. Coming right up.
I'll have the mushroom skewer.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
So, for some fucking reason, Max and Erica decide to go back to the fucking mall.
Which, guess what happens? She finds them there.
The Tonyonator is there. And it's hilarious because like he looks across and you just kind of see her like off in the distance on the same floor just walking. Same fucking clothes and everything. Just, like,
it looks like the same sequence they used earlier when they found her.
I'm almost positive that they used a lot of the same shots and a lot of this. Like, they probably filmed this on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking laugh, though. Like, she starts just shooting random people. And whenever she finally gets to him, they jump into this elevator, and she chases them, and she just runs up, and she just kind of fucking just kicks the shit out of the elevator.
Yeah, let's not forget the...
Actually, here, I may be able to do this one. Shit. Let's see if it... Nah, god damn it.
No, that was
Fuck
too
this
loud.
One. Nah, yeah. But anyway, it just kind of sounds like... Yeah, something like that.
With her steel toe foot.
It sounds better than what they did.
Yeah.
So...
Sounds like a cowbell.
No.
Mississippi Queen! If you know what I mean. Mississippi Queen! Tell you everything.
It's the Saucy Queen!
If you know what she's mean.
God damn it.
But yeah,
we should have scored this movie.
We should have. We should do a lot to this movie.
No shit. Like, skewer the rest of it. So they make it out of the mall, I think, somehow. Because,
that's just how movies work.
That's how Mafia works.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Tonyonator wreck shop, they get out, have a car chase, and somehow he gets a phone call or some kind of message sent to him that Joe, Snake, and Tom are en route to this airport. And these are the Ninja Turtles we were talking about earlier. Teenage Mutant Stoner Turtles.
Yeah.
So they wind up having this really over-the-top car chase, just like Terminator, at the tail end of it when they're firing off like rounds at each other. Let's talk about the busted-ass car that Tanya takes.
Yeah, that was busted up when she took it. And then there was a split-second sequence where she was in a newer or original car that they used prior to this. And then all of a sudden she's back in the beat-up car. Like, it was pristine white, everything. It wouldn't have had a scratch on it, and then it went straight back to, like, busted up and old and decrepit and shit.
Old and busted. New hotness.
Yeah.
And then back to old and busted.
Yeah. Busted.
Busted.
Makes her feel good.
So they finally meet up with Joe, Snake, and Tom at the airport after there's a long and drawn-out car chase that ends in the crash at the airport, which sets up an on-foot chase where, like, Erica and Max are running on foot, and the South Sea Queen is just chasing them down in the car.
On the tarmac.
And here come the fucking helicopters, missiles, and explosions, because I'm just going to call them the Ninja Turtles from now on out. So the Ninja Turtles in the helicopter come flying in and shoot off what you pointed out look like fucking bottle rockets.
Well, okay. One of the fire... Okay. Do you remember what we talked about earlier? About how you graze just one part of anything and it explodes like a freaking, like, Michael Bay production?
Just rewind this about 30 minutes and go back if you don't remember. And then come back to the 48 mark.
So, there was a part where they're in the middle of the open part of the tarmac and he shoots her car, misses the car, and blows up like a massive explosion behind her car. And then... off to the side, the airplane blows up.
It's so fucking bad. Like, it's terrible.
Like, how the fuck did this airplane blow up just out of magic? Like, just, oh, well, it's clearly like 100 feet away from the explosion. Let's just blow it up.
Yeah, that was a big fuck up.
Because they literally
so
made
bad.
it obvious that this plane got hit from way the fuck over there.
Yeah, because it hits the ground behind the car. And then it just fucking, like, and I'm not talking about, like, a little small explosion. I'm talking, like, a grand.
Michael Bay.
Bruh.
Like,
Yeah, it was bad.
Like, if y'all remember Futurama, There was that salesman, that robot salesman, the used car salesman. I forgot his name. Every time there was such a great deal, he would explode. Like, it was just immediate reaction. That's probably what the plane thought as soon as the rocket hit the ground. It was like, what?
Kind of like how Master Shake throws shit on the ground on Aqua Teen.
Yeah, it was like sudden explosion for no fucking reason. Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Sudden explosion syndrome.
Yeah. But anyway.
Bottle rockets.
He shoots another rocket at the car, and I'm not kidding you. It literally looked like they just took a bottle rocket, lit it up, and just shot at the car. It's like, poof!
Another one.
And she keeps driving.
I don't know how. Okay. Miss. They put the miss in missile on this motherfucker. Misses the car. Blows a plane up from yards away. Hits the car hood. It doesn't even blow the car up. The hood just flies off.
Yeah.
How?
And they thought they got her. They didn't. She comes flying again.
But my favorite part is the helicopter lets off the team, and they have a total, like, Terminator / Predator moment where they do that, the whole, like, strong dude, they join hands, and they're like, yeah! And then they're all like, let's kick ass! Not even unanimously. It's just, like...
They're like, yeah, kick ass!
Bruh! Dude, and I'm gonna call him Michelangelo, because fuck whatever their names were. The Michelangelo gets in a tank. Who's driving it? We don't know.
His dick.
His dick is driving this tank.
Because he's literally shooting her in the car while driving this freaking massive little tank, chasing her.
I just fucking love it because he's all, fucking A! All right! Yeah! It's like Yoshi in the fucking tank. The car blows up after he pins the tank, and they shoot a fucking rocket from the helicopter, blows the car up.
You forget the famous line.
What was I saying? But wait, there's more. It didn't fucking blow up.
Now, Joe, blow her off.
Right? Because you think she gets blown up, but she doesn't get blown up, and she jumps from she ramps the car back onto the tarmac, and Michelangelo pins her into the fucking he pins her somewhere with the tank, gets out, and that's when they blow her the fuck up.
And then he's on the ground going, yeah, eat it, you bitch.
Yes, eat it, you bitch.
And then there's a celebration. We got her. Yeah, we're all safe. Nope.
Have you guys ever seen Action League Now? Where Meltman
with the power to melt.
Meltman comes out of the wreckage. Because I swear to God,
she looked like Meltman with a Evil Dead zombie looking face.
Oh my God!
Like, it was kind of bad. Not saying Evil Dead was bad. It was just the way they did it reminded me of that kind of like feel to it. But yeah, she comes out of the fire with her gimp ass arm flopping as she's running.
She's got the best noodle arms ever. And it looks like they sped the footage up. So, have you ever put if you could make a life size torso head replica of her, put some pool noodle arms and paint them, and then put her on, put that on a giant stick and keep the stick off camera and just wave it around real fast. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just getting shot, and would have been really hilarious to have some of those sound effects going on. Like, she's getting shot. You just hear the whole fucking time.
It's like Family Guy's wacky flailing floor-man tube man.
God damn.
Wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. God damn it.
So yeah, she proceeds to chase him through this, I guess it's like an empty tower or something.
Laser eyes.
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
So she proceeds to shoot every guy shooting at her with these laser eyes and just pecks them in the chest ugh. The helicopter is in the air still shooting, and she turns her head, shoots this fucking helicopter. It explodes just like the airplane does. And then you see Tom, my buddy, explosion!
Dude, that was so fucking deadpan.
Yeah.
If you saw one of your friends get killed in a helicopter explosion, you'd be beyond devastated.
No!
Yeah, but they just cut to him, and he's just so...
Tom, my buddy.
In the fucking most just expressionless face ever.
Yeah.
long story short, Tanya Nader chases Max and Erica up the fucking airplane tower, running. She fucking straight up Hulk presses Max over, just slams him down back first onto the stairs. I thought she killed him.
Yeah, I mean, he did like a freaking Bane, just Batman's backbreaker.
Well, here's backbreaker.
It's like Pat Benatar. Benatar.
I was doing
backbreaker. Dream killer.
Jesus.
Don't you mess around with Tanya.
Oh,
I'm sorry. It's
shit.
backbreaker.
Backbreaker. Dream maker.
Love taker. Don't you mess around with me.
You were merely born a robot.
You think you know Bax?
I was molded in a factory.
I broke the mold.
We're breaking molds every day. That cake I wanted to eat for dinner, it was moldy. Look at my face all burnt up. It's scaldy.
Market fresh strawberries.
I'm gonna laugh like this from now on. And I might tell the rest of the story from her point of view.
Yes.
Right in the kisser. Smoochies, smoochies.
DJ, drop a beat. Yes, my name is Bane.
God damn it, I love that shit.
Yeah, that's
So-
my name.
Wait, here's the fucked up part about that though. All this shit has happened. This bitch has had this fucking Chris dagger on her the whole time, and only now does she think to stab her in the chest with it.
And then she magically floats away into the wind, and this dagger just floats right in front of Erica.
And then shoots off into space and becomes the More You Know star.
Kind of an awkward sequence because she's literally staring at a lady boner. It's like pointing at her face.
It is a flying dick.
Yeah.
It looked like Voldemort's wand handle at the ass end of it.
Yep.
So there you go.
Which was a bone.
The Voldemator. Yeah, it was a bone. So what if Voldemort's dagger, or what if Voldemort's wand was his dick?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude.
His horror crush.
His Horcrux.
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 Horcrux. Horcrusher.
You gotta murder all 7 of my Horcrux. Because I am the 7-dicked man.
Avada Kedavra.
Avada cum dagger.
Come dagger, come.
Dagger. Oh, fuck. Any fucking way. That's pretty much it, dude. Like, they go downstairs and, again, Max's partner, he doesn't die. He's like, I want to live forever.
Okay. As you're on a stretcher.
Max and Erica kiss. Roll credits with a meaningless voiceover. But wait, there were no credits. It was just the end, and it cuts off.
Yep. They used all of their credit budget in the beginning, so I was like, oh, well, shit.
God damn it.
Just put the end. And that was Lady Terminator.
A.K.A. Nasty Hunter.
A.K.A. Fuckfest.
Dude, what the fuck were they even thinking?
Just fucking kill everybody. And fucking...
Dude, what if this movie would have been called Fucked and Killed?
Yeah.
Just fucked and killed. My Indonesian nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, that's Lady Terminator. And if you thought that movie was like over the top with certain aspects, wait until you hear about not Lady Terminator, but Ninja 3.
The Dominatrix.
Did you call it the Dominatrix?
Yeah.
So I have to give a shout out to our boys Jeff and Casey from the Wrong Company podcast, because goddamn, they covered this briefly on their Canon of Canon series. This is a Canon film from 1984, and it's part of a trilogy, but it's not even that the stories are connected. They're all anthology.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sho Kosugi is like the only dude that is in all of these movies. But this movie mainly like focuses on this chick, and she is a telephone line instructor and an aerobics. I mean, a telephone line worker and an aerobics instructor. And it's like...
Yeah, balance that in your life.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So, the director, Sam Furstenberg, also actually directed American Ninja, which was another Cannon film, and honestly, probably one of the better Cannon films.
Mm-hmm.
So, can we just jump into how this movie starts? Because it's weird because where Lady Terminator didn't really start off, crazy, this movie fucking does.
Yeah, there was just this random ninja going through a cave, just unlocking his...
It's a cave of wonders, man.
Cave of wonder, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Opens up his little rock treasure chest.
It's a rock box.
Right. Rock the rock box.
Rock the rock box.
Yeah, and he pulls out his ninja garb and his 100,000 million shurikens of different styles and shapes. And
this guy is legit Ninja Gaiden, because there's, like you said, there's a fucking endless stream of shuriken the whole time.
And he grabs his, katana, and he just goes on a hunt. For every fucking cop. He literally just goes and kills people, for one. But...
It's on a golf course. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, he proceeds to kill this guy who's, actually just playing a normal round of golf. No big deal. Shoots his damn ball towards the open outside the green. And...
Dude,
ninja surprise! Because all you see is this guy's face in the back of the tree. Just ninja surprise.
What the hell is going on here? That's what made me laugh, though, because just imagine, if you will, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that do play golf, it is a beautiful sunny day.
Whatever city you're in.
Yeah, no shit. You were drinking
somewhere in Miami.
Somewhere on a golf course. You were day drunk. More than likely day drunk, because I don't know anybody that plays golf that isn't day drunk. You were just driving your nice little golf cart with your fucking cardigan over your shoulder and your polo and your khakis.
Like a douchebag.
Not car keys like in Boston, but your khakis. You were looking for your ball. Your only ball. You parked under a tree to take a nice relaxing break. Suddenly, ninja!
Where the fuck does Asian come from?
No shit, dude. You reach it. The ninja is so offended that you have reached into your golf caddy and you pull out a 9-iron that he mistakes for a fucking sword. So he comes down to fuck your ass up with his sword.
I forget. Does he grab his ball and just crush it in his face?
Dude, he crushes... Lady Terminator kicks you in the balls. The black ninja crushes your balls.
Crush balls.
It's into powder. It's so bad. But he fucks these dudes up, man. He fucking just slaughters the shit out of these 6 people on this golf course. He chases the fucking car down on foot, the golf cart, picks the ass end of it up, slams it down, and kills the dude, and then slices the chick in the back. And it's so cheesy.
Yeah. Sliced cheese.
But they have these security guards that are on site, and they run up. They have guns and badges, and then they're like, "Call the police."
Yeah, because we can't handle this.
They can't handle that shit, man. They're probably sitting there. There was another film we talked about where the security just wasn't paid enough for this shit, so they left.
Mm-hmm.
They just looked at it. Somebody call the police. We ain't getting paid enough for this shit.
Mm-mm.
We had top flight security, Craig.
Just like the balls. Top flight.
Exactly. Yes, they are securing the balls. They are top.
We're not here for you people. We're here for the balls. And since you crushed the ball, we're taking action. Oh wait, no, we can't do this. Call security.
Call security. Call special security to fucking handle this case.
Yeah, just sign it here, and we'll be on the job.
Ninjas attacked us, and we were $50 short on our paycheck.
Just sign here.
Fuck you. Put the golf ball down. Fuck you. But I don't know how the police are right on this shit too. So they just show up. And goddamn, this ninja starts wrecking shop on them.
There's one part where he shoots a blow dart into a revolver and blows up the revolver.
It's so fucking hilarious, dude.
Just amazing accuracy.
Shurikens through hands into their chests. He swings from trees and kicks motherfuckers in the face.
You can't catch him. He's the ninja bread man.
That's what I was saying the whole fucking time, dude. Because that motherfucker was just running on foot away from these cops on it, like in cars. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the ninja bread man. God damn it.
So yeah, they get to this part where they go to like the lake of the golf course, and he swings off a tree into one of the Chips cops on the bike, kicks him off to the side that I visually see, and then the next sequence is the cop going off the cliff in the bike into the water.
Was this like right before he jumped onto the hood of that one car and just fucking ninja, like takes his katana and stabs through the roof and the one dude?
This was after that.
Oh God, yeah. So after that, he stabs the shit out of this one dude, and then punches through the roof to punch the other guy in the face.
Yeah, in the eye.
Yeah, that car goes careening off into the fucking like lake. You know how if you lose a golf ball in the water, they lost a whole fucking car in the water.
Yep.
God damn, dude.
But now at this point, we understand why he wore this like khaki tan colored, costume. He climbs the palm tree to hide from the helicopter, and he literally disappears because he's like blended in with like the natural colors.
Did we talk about the part where he's in the water and he straight up like, this is some Looney Tunes shit where he fucking straight up like uses a bamboo to breathe?
Yeah.
Then the other cop just stands there and looks right at it, and he fucking blow darts this dude in the face.
Yeah. Right in the fucking...
Like hardcore, dude.
Just kills him right now.
Some Bugs Bunny shit, man. Like, dead.
But no, he climbs the helicopter. He climbs the tree, gets to the helicopter, and they're like literally trying to shoot him off the helicopter. All the cops on the ground are like pulling their guns out. He's like, no, wait, don't shoot the helicopter. You'll kill one of ours. So he's underneath the helicopter trying to avoid getting shot. He puts a shuriken in his foot and in between his toes, and he throws it around the edge and hits the freaking pilot in the face.
Real hard.
Yeah, like, oh my God, like this dude's a badass.
And he yanks the one guy out of the copter with him into the lake. Then that's when the bamboo dart shit happens. Because he falls out into the lake. 15-second helicopter. Like, just a shot of the helicopter weaning back and forth.
Yep.
Disappears behind a cliff. Explosion.
Yeah. It took forever to fucking blow up.
God damn it, dude. I was sitting there like, come on.
So, yeah. They immediately chase him into, like, the desert-ish looking area and surround him.
And he fucks up a bunch of those dudes, too.
He gets shot so many times with revolvers, with shotguns, with rifles. He gets back up.
He's coming back for more, damn it.
You can't kill him. He's a ninja bread man.
Exactly.
So, yeah, he's killing all these fucking people as he can. And for some odd reason, he gets shot enough to escape and, like, almost die.
But I'm going to stop right here. We kept a tally, and we're going to, like, reference it throughout. They fucking flash back to this sequence where he gets shot, and he's got one leg on the ground, and he's falling backwards, one foot in the air. Like, dying or falling backwards. They use this same flashback so many fucking times. It's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
So he crawls away, or he goes under the... Yeah, he throws a smoke bomb and he's under the ground.
Yeah.
Then we find Christine.
Or Christy.
Christy?
Yeah.
Sorry. I was thinking about a car again.
And she's scaling a telephone pole.
Because she's a telephone line worker. I think specifically just maybe for this sequence.
Well, no, there's other sequences, too.
Oh, sure, but I mean, it sets this one up pretty good.
So, yeah, she sets herself up on the pole, right? And she's, like, looking in the distance, hair flowing in the wind, takes her freaking hard hat off. And I'm like, who does that?
Cue 80s music.
Yeah. Puts her helmet back on, pans behind her, and there's immediately a electrical box.
That was not there before.
That was not there before. Right there. And I'm like, what?
Guys, we got some more budget. Let's go do some pickup shots. We need to put an electrical box here. Poof. There it is. Whoop,
like-
there it is.
Ninja, up here.
So, I also want to point out that is the most powerful fucking boombox known to man on the ground. Because that motherfucker is playing loud.
It's playing loud enough to be heard in the production studio.
That's it. They didn't even have to go in and dub the music in. They were just like, hey, just use the boom mic.
Stick it right on the boombox.
And we'll just use that.
Yeah.
That's how they did it.
Yeah, that's all you hear.
And then, and it's done. Like, she clicks it and it's done. And she
then-
finds this fucking ninja.
Yeah. And he panics and just tries to, like, strangle her and, whatever.
Yeah, because she was trying to fucking help his ass.
Yeah.
But this is the part that kind of fucking threw me off. He starts, like, yelling at her.
In Japanese.
And she turns around like she knows what he's saying. Walks up to him. And then there's some kind of, like, he tries to hand her the sword. And they don't explain it right away, but this is pretty much him transferring his spirit into her because he's dying.
Well, the vessel is dying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she willingly takes the sword. She feels the goes home and just like nothing happened.
Right? And I think even as he's transferring the fucking spirit, you get the first flashback to him dying.
And she just has the most intense breathing sequence. That's all you fucking hear.
And then-
I don't even care about anything else. That's all I hear.
And then from right then and there, cuts to the police station, and she's just sitting there, and here comes a police officer. Flashback number 2 of her dying, of the ninja dying.
Candy's a trigger word.
Candy, and every time she sees a cop, it happens.
Candy and cop.
And this is where we meet Billy Secord, who, this is the most pervy ass motherfucker I have ever seen. Well, one of the that I've ever seen on film.
I feel bad being a dude because of this guy.
Yeah, I really fucking do too. It's that kind of uncomfortable, like, watch experience when he's on screen. It's almost like secondhand embarrassment too.
He proceeds to hit on Christy the entire time he's investigating or interrogating her about this killing with the lieutenant right next to him.
Yeah, and she's like denying his advances left and right. So we go from there to her home. There's just, I guess, to establish where she stays.
With her friend who is just like, oh my God, hurry up.
And this house has all kinds of weird shit. It looks like painted brick, like white painted large brick. There's like a fucking bed that looks like some scaffolding was just kind of thrown together and a mattress thrown in the middle.
You know what it reminded me of? You know those like kid shows that have like the Playhouse, Funhouse looking like backgrounds? And it was like all the random stuff put in there. It's like, yeah, this is this show.
Yeah, it's like they needed literally everything that would exemplify the year that this was produced in and just lined it up in random spots just to feature it there.
Yeah. It felt like one of those like teen bopping Playhouse like sequent like background drops sets basically.
Yeah.
Because it had like just random obscurities like all over the place.
It was like payphones, like some lockers.
The little wind turbine thing you see on the top of like buildings.
Yeah, it was
on
like
the fridge.
Yeah, and there was an arcade machine there. Then it just cuts to her aerobics class. She's teaching an aerobics class, and yeah, who do we see there?
Billy.
Yeah, Billy's in the middle of the fucking class, being a creeper.
Who can't even keep up.
No, and that's funny as shit. He's being an ultimate creeper to me though. Like, and it just, but he's laying there on the fucking ground, just like, ugh. And she straight calls him out. She's like, "Hey, you stalking me now?"
Well, yeah, because he wants that coffee.
Yeah, he wants that coffee.
Do you drink coffee? Do you drink anything?
Coffee's bad for your health.
You know that, right?
So that, yeah, he keeps trying to ask her about the case, and she's like, "No, fuck off," pretty much. Then she goes outside to and just happens upon like these 5 dudes that are potentially going to like rob and rape this chick.
She tries to intervene, and they're like, "Oh, now you're our victim now," and everybody behind her is just
crowd.
watching.
Nobody's helping her. there's like a numbered crowd of people that pretty much could have taken these dudes out.
Yeah, there are like at least 6 guys that are, equal size, if not bigger. They could have done something, but no, they're like, oh my God, what's going to happen?
We got to sit back because this is the plot of the movie, guys. We can't help her.
So yeah, her ninja instincts kick in and she starts kicking the fuck out of these dudes.
Literally.
She jumps up on this railing behind her and like kicks a couple of them and then breaks off one of the rails and throws them on 2 of them.
Dude, that was some straight Home Alone shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how he throws like that big ass like pipe
and just smack in the face.
Yeah, she just throws this whole fucking bar on him, and they're just like. Here's the part that really pisses me off, though. Like Billy's watching this whole shit happen, and once she gets finished, she's trying to get away, and he stops her, and then he's like, "Come with me, you're under arrest," which she's not really under arrest, but he's just getting her out of there. Then he's proceeding to tell her in the car that like, "Oh, you could have been charged for assault back there," blah blah blah. And it's like, dude, what about the other 5 dudes that were assaulting the female? Like,
sexual assault.
You're a piece of shit. Like, then I fucking hate that guy. I fucking hate that character so much.
I hated him, and now at this part, I seriously hate this character because he proceeds to keep asking her out again, and she's denying him, and he proceeds to say, "What? It's because I'm a cop?"
Yeah, pretty much something like, "Oh, it's because I'm a cop." Blah blah blah. Well, you don't like cops, so I'm a cop, so you can just get the hell out of my car and all this other shit.
He opens the door to the car and says, "You can go now, because if you don't even give me a chance, then you can just kind of like basically fuck off." Like, he is whiny to the degree that I'm just like, I want to punch him personally just for playing the role. I don't even care about the guy anymore as a person.
And here's the other part that kind of is sucks. But again, the writing. She gives in and goes to her house with him and fucks him.
Oh, I have V8.
VA juice?
Instead of coffee.
I love it. I have VA juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is probably one of the worst sex sequences I've seen.
Which, we have to note, this is his first time seeing both of these films, so this scene right here was just really just a what the fuck moment for you.
She proceeds to walk out from a shower, gets clothed and everything, and then pushes him onto this couch, grabs the V8 can from his hand, and bends back her neck and just pours it on her neck. I'm like,
it's so cringy.
What the hell is going on? Was this like an aphrodisiac in the 80s? Oh, pour V8 on me, baby. Let me lick it off.
Pour some veggies on me.
In the name of love.
In the name of... I want to change her name from Christy to Cringy.
Yeah.
Cringy Christy.
So, yeah, they do the thing, and they go to sleep, and she wakes up having this, like, oh, something's wrong feeling.
It's kind of like
the wind's blowing, and magic's happening around her, and she looks into her closet. Her fucking katana.
It means Japanese sword, by the way.
Her katana is, like, glowing, and it floats out in front of her. Like, it looks like someone dangled a string and just, like, hovers around like a fishing line.
Like those old school, like marionette puppets. It just dances to her.
And she's, like, grabbing it and holding on to it, and it's just like,
Yeah,
and then Billy wakes up as she's putting the sword up, and he's like, "What are you doing?" Didn't hear any of the shit going on around her.
Nothing at all.
The wind's fucking blowing, doors opening left and right, the freaking lights blinding the bed and everything. Hey, what are you doing?
Like,
oh, nothing. I was just, putting this up.
Right? It's a Japanese, yeah. Japanese.
And he's just like, "Oh, this is really cool. Where'd you find this?"
Japan. It's Japanese. Like, what?
It's like, don't you question anything else besides, "Oh, where'd you get this?" It's like, why do you have this?
So then we cut to the next shot, and it's it's Shokasugi's character, Yamada, arriving in an airport, and he meets these other people that are expecting him, and not much information is given other than like that there's an issue, and then they just kind of cut away from it. No explanation.
He also has a katana handguard for an eye patch.
Yeah, let's wrap your head around that one for a second for the budget area on this film.
Is his eye really out, or can he actually see through the slit?
Fun fact, that thing being used was Shokasugi's idea. Which, again...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get it. but whatever.
My sword broke, so it memora. God, patch.
But it just looks like a cat eye the whole time.
Yeah. Wow.
Right? So Christy's on the job. She sees Billy and cue flashback number 3.
Yeah, it's one of the police that shot Black Ninja.
And the fucked up part is like she's working, okay? Like she's in like the ground, like in a sewer area. She gets out, she sees him come up to her, so she freaks out and flees in the van after the flashback.
And she goes back to her apartment.
And she's doing aerobics.
To try and get her mind off of it, and all of a sudden here comes ninja sequence number 2 with like all the magic shit. And her arcade machine just goes full Tron on her.
Shoots a beam at her face. And I mean, like, this scene's about as 80s as it gets, in my opinion.
I still don't understand the inclusion of this sequence, but basically the machine is like doing a full-on scan of her face. And it's like it's inserting more of the ninja in her.
Yeah, because then,
time.
yeah, because I think it cuts to her like donning. Doesn't she go to the cave and get the stuff after this?
She has the eye makeup and everything. She's literally the ninja now. She goes to the cave, pulls out the garb
and all the weapons,
endless shurikens, and then proceeds to go to that cop's house.
She goes and enters the God code on the NES controller.
Up, down, left, right, A, B, start. Or up, down, left, right, A, B, start.
Select start, yeah.
Yeah.
So she gets her 30 lives and all the weapons that she could possibly fucking think of. And
Contra Gaiden.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So she's driving in the work van in full ninja garb, stalks one of the police officers at his house.
He's playing pool in the middle of the night. By himself.
Yeah, exactly. Most people's lonely game is solitaire. This motherfucker's gonna sit there and play pool.
He's having a pool party.
At least he's not playing. I was gonna say he's not playing pocket pool. So.
Yeah.
Yep. So she goes in there.
No, that was Billy's job.
Billy!
Pocket pool.
Billy! She suits up, goes to his house, fucking attacks him, crushes the fucking pool ball, and a callback to the beginning of the movie.
Let's not forget, he threw one of the balls at her. She slices it in half, clearly shows an actual pool ball.
She would be badass at Fruit Ninja.
Then throws another one. She catches it and crushes it, and it looks like an Oreo. Like, it was like
a fucking red candy-coated Oreo that just crumbles up in her hands.
Yeah, I'm like, we clearly saw an actual cue ball get cut in half, and now you're showing us this mock-up.
Let's talk about the way she kills him, because it was so fucking unconvincing.
Slices his cheek.
Like that, like not even deep.
It's like, oh.
It would be like if Loki scratched my face. And then she throws him out the window, which isn't even like a story high. It's maybe like 3 feet from the ground where the windowsill sits.
Yeah, so uninspiring.
Yeah, so he did.
I don't know how.
But he did.
Maybe he got stroked, from the excitement, and his heart just kind of raced, and he's like, oh my God, I'm old.
See, that's what I was going to fucking point at and say, that he had probably stroked out or had a heart attack over it. But cut to the scene the very next morning, and the ambulance is taking him away, and somehow Yamada just is there to see the body being recovered.
And then when one of the paramedics pass in front of him, he's gone.
And then we cut to Christy trying to tell Billy that she feels weird again. And goddamn, can we just point out the fact that Billy is one hairy son of a bitch?
He's a typical 80s like werewolf dude, like just back hair, chest hair, arm hair.
Like, I've heard of hairy situations before, but this is goddamn like the cake taker of the whole thing. Like, it's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that joke was. I'm just gonna say. So, she goes with his doctor, and the doctor, she looks at her and she's like, "Yeah, you're healthy. Like, you're mentally well. I mean, aside from your extensive knowledge of Japanese culture and the arts of ninja and shit." And she's like, "But is there anything wrong with that?" She's kind of like, "Nah."
No.
So she sees another cop. Flashback number 4. The same goddamn shot.
Yep.
Literally,
this is
she's
the
being
third time at this point.
What was it for?
Oh, this is.
Oh yeah, dude.
Fourth time.
Yeah, because they had 2 back to back, which was really fucking. Yeah. Did you see the fucking the Street Fighter?
Or just the Yoshi when they...
flailing her feet. What the fuck?
Need to dress up Yoshi in that ninja garb and just have him die like that.
Shit.
Being shot by Fox and Falco and Wolf.
They all fucking charge up and same fucking Super Domination Bros. But okay, so she sees this other cop and she follows him to a spa because like she's at the police station and she follows him out of there. He's got 2 chicks with him. She goes to this day spa and they're in a hot tub and they mistake her for being the towel girl or some shit. So she goes in. This is obviously the ninja again. Yeah, she's seductive. This is a fucking weird kill. Like she's got this little. I would assume it's like a poison
tack, yeah, on her ring, and she just taps him in the neck, and he's like freaking out.
But the girls that are in there with him are just like making the most hilarious comments where they're just like, "Oh, go ahead, girl, you can have him." About split, and the other girl's like, "No, I want to watch." It's like, what the fuck?
Awkward dialogue.
Yeah, he seems to be enjoying it, huh? And it's him dying. It's him moaning from dying from the poison. He's like,
yeah, she proceeds to use the same tack, slices one girl in the neck with the tack, and then grabs something to ring the other girl in the neck and like strangles her.
Insta death 9000.
Yeah. Got a stranglehold, baby.
Dude, it's the most unconvincing death though, because she's like, ha, ha, and then nothing. Like she's screaming bloody fucking murder, and then immediately nothing.
Dunks her in the water.
And then it's immediately nothing.
Yeah. It's like when you go into water, die.
She leaves. And then almost immediately, Yamada shows up and sees the dead body. It's like it's almost like he misses her completely every time he shows up.
It's like, oh, got away again.
Son of bitch.
Must get to next time.
Right? And she keeps telling Billy about her blackouts, so he decides to bring her to this, like, what I would only assume to be like a Japanese exorcist.
Pretty much.
And then, God, look, this is where some full-blown Linda Blair shit happens, y'all. I fucking laughed my ass off. They strap her to this fucking, like, it's like this long belt that they have her strapped to by the waist. She's standing up, and they chain her wrists.
To these pillars.
Like, she does the whole, like, demonic possession thing, and this is where, you know, dick-face Billy finds out that she's
possessed by the Black Ninja.
Yeah, and dude, god damn it.
Well, I like how he summoned him out of her. It was just like he had like that blade of grass that you pick up from the ground that's really long and just whips her with it.
It's like fucked up. This is the domination.
This is the dominatrix part.
This is the dom scene where he's just like,
you sub, I dom.
We're just gonna brush this fucking blade of grass across you.
Yeah. And yeah, she starts to like break the shackles off her wrist because she's going full nuts now. And does this like freaking
gymnast flipping.
Yeah, like sequence where she's flipping backwards like freaking nuts.
You know what? Like, I don't remember like what it was, but I remember as a child I had some kind of toy that was like, it looked like it was like this little plastic, like I think like a 2 or 3 inch like little plastic action figure that you can get from like one of those little turnstiles where you put the quarter in, and it's like a little parachute dude, and he's holding on to these strings. But I remember spinning him around, like twisting the string and then pulling the string, and he just spins real fast. That's what this was like.
She was like bungeeing, like one of those kids on those little swings.
Oh, with the trampoline underneath it?
Trampoline underneath it. Doing, 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 doing.
I love how when she was yelling, we kept dying because she was like, Hennessy!
Hennessy!
Hennessy! Like, bitch, you need a drink? Hennessy!
She needs a drink.
Okay. Shit, she does, dude.
Hennessy.
The whole fucking time I'm dying laughing. Why?
Spin me right round.
Baby, right round like a ninja baby.
Right round, round, round.
So Billy's pressing for information again, like at the dude that just did this to her, and he's not gonna tell her at first, and then he's like, "You tell me right now, I'm gonna bust you so bad." Like, that's the best you could come up with, dude.
She possessed by Black Ninja.
This movie's rated R, and that's the best you could come up with.
Clearly. I mean, you saw how easy he got Christy in bed.
Oh, burn.
Yeah.
So he learns from this dude that only a ninja can destroy a ninja. Gee, would that be Yamada?
Dun dun dun.
Dum dum dum. Doo doo doo. And then Yamada gets shown right afterwards, and he's like kind of busted into this corner place at the hospital where they keep the bodies. He looks like the fucking dude, the Asian guy from Surviving Edged Weapons.
Mm-hmm. It's just he had a mishap with one of the blades and stuck himself in the eye, and now he's like, oh yeah, I gotta cover up now, look badass.
But it's just so funny because like there was some silence as he's like jumping down and he's throwing shit. Like there's a close-up of him turning his belt buckle and taking off, and it's a shuriken. And that's what made me think of the Surviving Edge Weapons because of all the fucking creative weapons they did, like with the hat razor blade and shit. And the first line from that I thought about, like they showed him twisting the shuriken off his belt. The knife culture is. And you just like, see him shoot shuriken this dude right in the fucking face.
Little do they know, knife culture is all over the place, hidden in plain sight.
Ah!
Suddenly, the narrator gets hit. Ugh!
And he dies. So he kills the Surviving Edge Weapons narrator and goes in and straight fucking Looney Tunes the shit out of the two guys that are supposed to be guarding the bodies.
Pop.
Yeah, he does this little thing where he just bashes their heads together, but he just kind of hand motions them, hey, come here. They're just like, really? And he does it again, like, come here. And he rolls his eyes afterwards like, you fucking idiots.
Mm-hmm.
But what this was for is that he goes to get the body of the last ninja that the spirit possessed and takes him out of there. Because, for plots unknown right now,
Major plan.
he definitely does have a plan. But yeah, so he takes the body, and while he's doing this, he's looking at this dude. Apparently this guy that the spirit inhabited was responsible for taking his eye. Because there's like a quick flashback of him tied up to this tree, and this dude shurikens him right in the fucking eye.
And they're like laughing at him like kids on the playground.
What a dick.
Mm-hmm.
What a dick.
Ha 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 ha, you lost your eye.
Right? Anyway, so like Billy, like they cut to Billy and Christy in the police station, and he's fucking straight out lying to her about what they found out at in the exorcism. Two cops appear. Cue flashback number 5.
Where one of them is the black guy that goes, told you he gone. Damn.
Right? And these two are they're partners in the force. I mean, they're all partners in the force, but these two specifically work alongside each other. Like you never see one without the other.
All while she's eating Yoplait. Just yogurting it up like Jamie Lee Curtis. Having a flashback.
I'm telling you, dude.
It's got to be that yogurt doing it to her. It's like, why do I keep having sudden flashbacks? Yoplait.
Yo replay.
Yo replay. So these two remind Billy about the funeral for the first cop that died. He's like, yeah, I'll be there eventually, and blah, 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 blah. So Christy proceeds to go back into ninja mode.
Yeah, because she tries to go home and do aerobics to like knock this shit out again.
Mm-hmm.
Billy goes in and goes to find her. She's gone. He goes to find her at her job. The van is at a graveyard for the funeral. And I'm just
that's not odd at all.
Grave mistakes were made, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you.
Somebody needs to call someone.
It's etched in stone that shit is going to go real, real bad. So they're having the funeral for this dude. And this is like, this predates The Dark Knight Returns. Or I'm sorry, this predates The Dark Knight, where in full ninja garb, she's up in this tree. And she's got a bow and arrow. They're about to do a gun salute. As soon as they fire the guns out, she is point blank accuracy with this fucking thing.
Sniper funeral.
I mean, like through the eye, through the chest. Like she is shooting motherfuckers with this bow.
Through the neck. She shot that black dude through the neck.
She obviously played a fuckload of Breath of the Wild for this shit. She prepped real good.
Prep of the Wild.
Breast of the Wild.
Breast of the Wild.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, so she takes all these cops out, and she's like kicking, like she comes down from a tree, kicks cops off the cycles, she's beating the fuck out of everybody. And so you see this one shot, and I fucking died because it's this one cop. He's like, oh, yeah, get these batons. Like, it's like a trunk full of batons. Get these batons. Hey, I want one. Hey, yeah, give me one, too. And he's like, you get a baton.
You get a baton. Everybody gets a baton.
This dude is the Oprah Winfrey of this police force, y'all.
He's a Louis Vuitton.
He is Louis Vuitton. Fuck yes. He's designer. That's because he's a model cop.
Yeah.
So...
Beat down by Louis Vuitton.
No shit, that'd be the fucking... It comes in black.
Black and blue.
Yeah, dude.
And red all over.
Yes, sir. Woo! So, you could tell that nobody gets to use these because they all get their asses handed to them. Fucking Yamada shows up, chases Christy to this abandoned building that just so happens to be right by this graveyard.
Ironic.
And, dude, this is pretty much where like more Home Alone shenanigans take place because they fucked this house up 9 ways a Sunday.
They fall through floors. They go through the floors going up.
Didn't Yamada at one point straight jump off the ground up through the floor of the second floor and like just jumped up and he's like, ha! And you're like, what the fuck, dude?
He ninja.
God damn it.
And then there was this one part where the wood exploded and had this big mass, like, I called it the master splinter.
Oh my god, yeah. Where it gets him like kind of in the sternum.
Mm-hmm.
Not deep enough to kill him, but fucking stabs him.
It hurts.
God, it hurts. Oh, what am I gonna do?
I'm gonna bleed.
Ninja bleed.
Oh my god, it just reminded me of Cool Cat when he said that. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die. Where's Daddy Derek? You fucking piece of
shit. In your bedroom, fucking jacking off.
All right, just kind of closes the door. Gross. Actually, what if Billy is Cool Cat?
Oh my god.
That's where he went after this movie, Creeper. But any fucking way. So the cops show up. Billy arrests Yamada, puts him in the trunk, and he's like, I gotta know everything. So Yamada's like, you get her and the sword to the temple because apparently that's where he's taken the body.
Right.
And he's like, well, what are you gonna do? And he just shows him the handcuffs that he's in. He's just like, I got this. Can we talk about how fucking hilarious this scene is when he's in the cop car and he gets out?
Yeah, he's somehow like coughs into his hand. He's like, put something in his mouth, a little pin. And then he proceeds to spit one of the pins at the guy's neck next to him. He passes out.
Does it to the other guy in the front seat. The driver just has no fucking clue this is going on.
And he's like, hey, what's going on?
Takes him out too.
Mm-hmm.
I get that's how he gets out, yo.
Yeah, it's nothing fancy.
No, it's nothing too fancy. But it is funny just because his Shokasugi just has like a deadpan face the whole time. So that's really what's funny about it. It's just his delivery. It's DiGiorno.
Mm-hmm.
So we cut to Billy trying to find Christy. And he goes to her house and she's got like bruises on her face and she's bloodied up. And she's like, I love how she tries to fucking deny that she's doing anything wrong, but she's wearing like the bottom half of the ninja outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just sitting there and he's like, you're under arrest. And she's like, I didn't do anything. Put your hands out in front of you. She's like, I didn't do anything. I would never hurt you. God, I hope not. This is the most cheesy fucking line ever. God, I hope not.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls the fucking cuffs out.
Kinky.
Yeah, but she knocks him down. And she's about to slice it with the sword, and he yells her name really loud. And I guess that's just enough to make her like, oh, God. And she runs away.
To the fucking temple.
I know. I just like, how did that work? How did that even work? Like, how the fuck did she...
She had like a vision, like all of a sudden when Billy said that. It was like, oh, temple.
I think I might have... I did. When she is about to kill him, she has flashback number 6 because she sees Billy's face finally. Because she kind of, like, every flashback, she puts 2 and 2 together of, this is the cop that shot at me. This is the cop that shot at me.
Every cop shot at me.
Every cop shot at me. It's the Oprah flashback, God damn it. Yamada just is there waiting with all these prisoner ninjas in fucking orange jumpsuits.
Mm-hmm.
Prison shoe.
Present you.
Yeah, I present you with.
I thought you were supposed to say, I present you.
present you. The ninja's body's there too. Christy asks him for help, Yamada, then attacks him. And there's like a really cool sword fight that we don't really get much of anymore in modern cinema.
Which was very short-lived.
Yeah, because like he defeats her, and that's the whole thing is he didn't have to kill her to defeat her. Like, I guess they just meant like when a ninja traditionally defeats another one, it's like the one is down and the other ninja has the upper hand, and it's like, okay, I can kill you right now if I choose to. There's no way you win this. So the fucking spirit leaves her body.
Goes into the dead corpse of the old ninja.
Fucking he rises.
You got ninja.
You got ninja.
You got ninja-vitis.
Yes. Are you having trouble switching bodies? See a doctor. You may have ninja-vitis.
Which is actually kind of funny and ironic because there was one part where they're fighting. He blew smoke at Shimada. He's like, pfft.
And that's not just blowing smoke up his ass. He's really doing it.
He blew smoke.
So, dude, and they fight all over this fucking place because like I guess those might be like temple students of Yamada's or whoever, but they fucking leave. Then the fucking black ninja somehow does this orange energy or some kind of like ball of energy and kind of pseudo possesses the rest of them to attack Yamada. He just beats the shit out of all of them. And I started laughing because at this point he's jumping on all these like training like, you know, pieces of equipment in there. And it looks like a fucking episode of Legend of the Hidden Temple where they're just climbing like net ropes and all kind of dumb shit.
I was just waiting to see Omeg's face just pop up. It's like, good job.
Yeah, he just comes right out of the wall.
Yeah.
Ninja. And then, like, that's it just
welcome.
Just this big gray that would have been fucking hilarious. Just welcome. Everybody just stops what they're doing and just, what the fuck is this?
Welcome to the Legends of the Ninja Temple.
Yeah. God, I'm stoned.
Not so hidden.
Yeah, the Legends of the Not So Hidden Temple. And it really is, it's a temple, so that's, god damn it. Mm-hmm. The Legends of the Not So Hidden Temple. Now featuring Safety Orange for everybody. Jesus fuck.
Blue Barracuda, Orange Ninja.
Orangutan. So, the fight gets taken outside. Billy finds Christy, who's alive somehow. She fucking lived through it because it's explained to her that she could die doing this. So she lives, and Yamada is fighting this dude on this fucking like cliffside mountain. I don't get it. Like, it must be full circle. There's a golf course that's next to the cave that might be next to this fucking temple. I don't know. But anyway, they're fighting, and it looks like the have you ever seen the Star Trek episode where they're out in the desert? It's like the old school like Star Trek. Mm-hmm. You know what mountain cliff I'm talking about?
Yes.
It looks like they shot it there. They had to have.
Just minus the purple and blue like sky, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean like they're fighting there, and Christy just fucking runs up and stabs the black ninja in the stomach
with the sword.
Dude, he fucking just drills into the ground. Like,
he dig-dugs in the ground.
He fucking, God, dude. It's the weirdest thing. It's like he puts his hands together. He's still got the fucking sword in his gut. And he just,
Yeah, explain that. How does he not get stuck in the ground with the sword sticking through him?
Yeah, I don't know. But he splits the earth in two and creates this fucking cavern that, for some reason, Yamada doesn't even run away from.
He falls down and holds on to the cliffside of it.
But there's the thing, it shakes enough, and it doesn't even split the ground that Billy and Christy are on. And it just stops. None of them fall over, because you would think that a magnitude that was, it would have knocked people on their asses or whatever.
But nope, not in film world.
Dude, and he stabs the fuck out of him right in the head. Yamada just takes this dagger and
just falls.
Twists the knife. He just falls down and that's it. When he disappears, though, like, this is what I thought was funny. The dagger he initially pulls out couldn't have been more than like 3 inches. It looks like a fucking like 8-inch, 9-inch blade
that went straight through his head.
Yeah, like down, like through his head and down his fucking throat. That's the only fucking way that could have done it.
Mm-hmm. And
that's pretty much it, because yeah, Billy Kisty.
Kisty.
Yeah, they kissed each other. And roll the credits. And yes, this movie actually did have credits.
In the credits.
Unlike Lady Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. Because like these movies are both kind of slow in parts, and then they both kind of have redeeming qualities to them. And I'm not even so much looking at the production. I'm looking at like the material given to us, really.
I still think Ninja 3 is superior.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like, if I'm going to pick one, it's going to be this one. I mean, it feels, like, really difficult because, like, as far as Lady Terminator goes, it's just an onslaught. Like, when the action picks up, you're just, fuck, dude. But the problem is that none of it really makes any sense.
No.
And at least in Ninja 3, there's some character development.
Or some attempt to be.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, there's obviously, like, a better budget, but the character development is there. I had more fun watching this one just because it was just so fucking out there.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the arcade machine Tron sequence, that was the most out there part of the whole fucking film.
Ah, damn, I know. But I don't know. I liked this one a lot. Mm-hmm. So I guess Ninja 3: The Domination has dominated Lady Terminator, who has been terminated. You fuckers. So that's pretty much all I got for this one.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Next week we're going to be interviewing a band that we have covered a couple podcasts ago called Straight Shot Home.
Yes.
So tune in for that shit. That's going to be like our first guest in like 30-something episodes. It's been a while, but we're doing the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then on episode 62, you fuckers didn't vote for this movie, but goddamn it, we're putting it on here anyway. We're going to do Ghoulies versus Hobgoblins. So that's going to be the next Cult Cinema Showdown.
Mm-hmm.
Social media, newsflash. We have changed our Twitter handle from supermedia_bros to supermediabros_. Because the motherfuckers that have the supermediabros handle are name squatting that bitch, and it just kind of pisses us off a little bit.
Just a tad.
So this is going to be like a little easier to remember to type. Because you could type it all out in one fucking line.
There you go.
So that's our Twitter. supermediabros_. Do that shit.
Now go tweet.
Go tweet at it. Of course, Facebook.com/SuperMediaBros and Instagram.com/SuperMediaBros podcast.
With our stupid fucking pictures.
Look at our stupid pictures. Drill into the ground and look at our stupid pictures.
While looking at them at the same time.
Just look at your phone and drill into the ground.
It's like, oh, these are good pictures.
These are good pictures. And just disappear.
Mm-hmm. And break the ground too.
We'll put links in the show notes below to buy these films somehow. If you want to watch them, you know, if you just must do the thing.
You have to suffer like us.
Please, suffer with us.
Like a dagger to the face.
A dagger to the face.
Or a shuriken to the face. Or a dart to the face.
Can we watch these? Sure we can.
Sure we can.
You want to roll out of this bitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the Chips cops.
Dude, they rolled off that cliff so fucking hard.
Yeah. When they already rolled on the ground, then rolled off the cliff.
Okay, so let's jump off the cliff and into the water.
Yeah. Splash.
That was Termination Domination. For this week, I've been Midnight Agent Raw.
And I've been Okami.
Shades on.
We're off.